Hi, this is Jane again with Quick Looks, and we're just going to look at two books that are new at this time of year. The first one is called The Santa Suit. It's by Mary Kay Andrews, and it has a light Christmas theme, but it's not one of those books that's heavily Christmassy, you know, because the author has to write a Christmas book. This one's a short novel. It's about 200 pages long. I read it at the recommendation of another library patron, and the basic story is that the main character, Ivy, is newly divorced and she's moved to this small town. All of Mary Kay Andrews' books take place in the South, and they usually have some kind of like little funny aspect. But anyway, the lady Ivy has just moved to this town. She's bought a farmhouse, a fixer-upper, and she arrives in the town. She's got a cute dog, Pumpkin, who's in the book too. And the house turns out to be a little bit more of a fixer-upper than she thought. And while she's trying to clear out the previous occupants' belongings, they left a lot of stuff behind when they sold the house. She comes upon an old Santa suit, and in the Santa suit is a letter written by a little girl that says that what she wants for Christmas from Santa is for her father to come home from the war. So Ivy decides that she wants to find out more about the little girl, who wrote the letter, what happened, did the father come home, and it's her getting involved in the community and meeting people when she was really just been planning on hiding out in her farmhouse and not going anywhere because she's still trying to recover from her divorce. And it's just a really nice story. It's fast read. I read it all in one sitting. It's not overwhelmingly Christmassy. You felt like, sometimes I feel like with some of those stories, they have to write a Christmas story. And this one, I just felt like it was a good story, and it just happened to be during Christmas and have the Santa suit and all of that. It is available as an ebook or as an audiobook too, as well as in book form. And it was very highly recommended to me by several patrons, so that's why I picked it up and decided to read it. And I ended up liking it too. And I might end up giving Mary Kay Andrews' books another read. I have not read any of her other books, but I like this one enough that I think I'll give her a try. So that's the first book for December. So the next recommendation I have is a brand new book that we've just gotten at the library called The Collective by Allison Galen. It appeared on a lot of Best Book of the Month and Most Anticipated Books of December lists, so I decided to give it a try when it came in. Right now we only have this book as a physical book, but hopefully we'll be able to get it in as a digital audiobook and as an ebook. It's a suspense thriller mystery. I'm currently about 150 pages in, so I haven't read the book all the way through, but so far I'm enjoying it. It's the story of a woman named Camille, and her 15-year-old daughter was murdered 5 years earlier. And the person who she believes murdered her daughter has basically got off without any punishment and is living his life, and he's gotten awards for things. And so Camille has a lot of anger and rage, as you can imagine, and she's having a very difficult time dealing with it. And she's approached by, she doesn't even know who, it's just she gets this card in her pocket, and it's inviting her to join a group online of people who are in a similar situation to her. So mothers who have lost their children in a violent way, and people who are responsible for the children's deaths have not been punished in any way. And so she joins the group. She feels like they're helping her. They can talk to each other online and express their feelings and how angry they are at how there's been no justice for their children. And one thing leads to another, and she gets another notification inviting her to join another group called The Collective, which is on the dark web. And they are people that go out and basically seek retribution and are going to get justice on their own. And so she joins that group, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. They start sending her through a couple little experiments, I guess, or little trips to see if she can be trusted. And she starts reading about other people in the group that she knows that their children have died, and all of a sudden the killer of those children has died also. And so that's where it's leaving right now. I don't know what's going to happen in it, but it's a very quick moving book, and I know it addresses a lot of the impact of social media on people and how you know, other people on social media can get people angry or angrier than they already are, and then possibly that leads to other bad things. So so far so good. One other person that I've talked to that read it really liked it. It has a high rating on Goodreads, and I hope that we'll be able to get it as an ebook ebook and a digital audiobook, but you might want to give The Collective a try if you like those suspense, thriller, mystery books. And I hope you have a great holiday. We'll see you next time. Bye.